Good morning and welcome back to CW Iowa Live. We are here on the 4th of July, and when you think the 4th of July, you think of the brave men and women that have served our country. And when you think of the 4th of July, at least for us, we think of Chef Danny Wolf.
Yay!
Because he is one of our favorite guys of all time from the U.S. Army Reserve, the chef extraordinaire. And we're going to be creating something here momentarily. But Chef, good to see you again, my friend.
Thank you.
Good to,
Thank you.
And again, 4th of July, it
Yes.
has a special meaning, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it does. Hello.
Hello. I've never had to put on gloves and goggles to eat popcorn, but I'm excited.
So what does 4th of July
Well,
mean to you, being in the Army Reserve?
It means a lot to us that have soldiers that are like right now. My command has soldiers in Afghanistan. They have them in Kuwait. We have units from Iowa that are there. So a lot of them don't get to celebrate the way we do.
Right.
And sometimes people forget what it means when you get to see the fireworks and that. And so when you come home, you see it and you kind of reflect on them that they don't get to see the same thing. And it's, we have soldiers all over the world in the Army Reserves, doing their job.
Now, do you
and
have
that.
personal friends that are over there?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Actually, I have a couple cooks right now that are in Afghanistan.
Really?
Yes. And they're really cooking too.
So when they find out about the U.S. Army Reserves and things like this, there are occupations for about everything you can think of out there.
Yes, there is. Whatever you see in the civilian skills, there are. What's unique is a lot of them go over to civilian. Example, food service. You can get culinary degree doing all the different training that we provide. Get up to your associate's degree in culinary. It's like an OJT program. So for a lot of people that aren't really great about school or something like that, that's an advantage there. Same thing for tech diesel mechanics and things like that. All our equipment is in essence is diesel.
Right.
So you go through all your training and you can be a mechanic for that.
So the Army will train you for the skills that they need, and then when you're done serving, then you can take those skills and move to civilian life.
Well, and then realistically, they train you, but in the Army Reserves, Monday through Friday, a lot of times that's what they do. So, they might be a truck driver on the 1 week in a month, but we have soldiers that drive 18-wheelers cross country.
Well, how about that?
And we actually have an advantage sometimes. Our big Army doesn't like to agree, but we have more lease accidents and more safety because we drive our vehicles more. We operate our vehicles more because active duty sometimes they don't. They only use it a little bit to exercise at 10 miles.
Right.
We work it really hard, and so it makes us more proficient.
Now, when you became a chef, how did you become a chef? Did the Army teach you to be a chef, or did you learn to be a chef and then join the Army?
No, actually, I always, through high school, I was a wrestler, so I always had to watch my weight, but I love food. So, I worked a bunch of different little restaurants and stuff like that. And then I was supposed to go to college for wrestling, and I decided I want to do something different, just to make my mom and dad mad at me.
Good.
So I decided to go in the Army, and they said, well, you can do whatever you want in testing. I said, well, I want to be a cook. And they said, why do you want to do that? Because I love to eat, so why not do that? My first assignment in 1976, went to Germany as a young PFC. Didn't know better. There was a civilian competition against German chefs. I went and entered. I won. Well, being an Army cook, and being an American, that just wasn't heard of in that. And the newspaper did a nice little article. And then they sent me to French cuisine school and bartending school and pasta school and cake. So I got to go to a lot of good schools.
See, that's what does to have its advantages, doesn't
Yes.
it? Yeah.
And that's why I love you, Chef Wolf, because I love to eat too. So let's talk about something fun we can do, everyone maybe can do for this special day.
Okay.
And as we said, remember that this is all about the people that are still serving our great
Safety
country.
first is the first thing.
Safety first.
Okay. Liquid nitrogen is minus 347 degrees. It basically only hurts you if it gets on your clothes. It won't hurt you in your hands, but sometimes it splatters. Liquid nitrogen, kids definitely don't do it. And moms, make sure when you do it, nobody licks a bowl when it gets cold. Your thumb will stick to it. And so make sure. But for our safety, what we're gonna do is everybody's gonna put on gloves
Okay.
and then goggles.
Got our safety goggles. You're making us look cute this morning.
This is going to be interesting.
All right. So you know this is going to be good.
All right, what I'm gonna do is you're gonna see some little bit of smoke in that. I'm gonna pour some liquid nitrogen out of the big container into here. And that once I get it in there, I'm gonna, Jackie's gonna take her glove
Okay.
Pour all the liquid nitrogen in there, okay?
there.
In the
Okay.
big steel bowl.
Right.
Okay.
It can't harm you when it dances on this and that, only if it gets on your clothing or something.
Because
like that.
mainly because the liquid nitrogen stays in contact with your skin for a longer period of time.
Correct.
Okay.
Right.
It doesn't evaporate and thus would end up injuring you.
Right.
Okay.
Now
All
what,
right.
what we do is when we get it in there, then we're gonna take. I already made some popcorn. I decided to make some carbo corn.
Okay.
Pre-made. It's and when you get off the shelf and that. And what we're gonna do
That's
is do some things a little different there.
Okay, here we go. I love we're going to see here that our liquid nitrogen is even patriotic today.
All right. Be careful. Do we need to hold this or you got it?
No, I got it.
Okay.
He's a professional.
And this is minus 300 and some degrees.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Feels good on the hot days we've been having.
Yeah, I don't think you want to be taking a bath in this.
No, it also expands too to almost 4 times
When
the
you
amount.
after you dump it out,
She can go. Let me take this off.
it's still
As
swirling.
soon as it goes down here.
Oh, that's amazing.
Then just turn it toward the camera so you can see it swirling.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
That is cool. Okay.
All right, so I'm taking this.
Cool.
You're
no,
gonna
it's
pour it in
cold.
there. It's cold, but just go ahead and pour it in there.
Oops, sorry.
You're spilling liquid nitrogen all over the place, Jackie.
See how it dances on
I
the.
didn't mean
And,
to.
then this evaporates.
Yep.
That is
This
cool.
is why I'm never good in the kitchen.
All right, now what?
We're gonna actually we're gonna put some more in there.
I spilled too much. Sorry, kids.
You gonna load some more? You're just gonna
I
dump it right
spilled-
in there,
I'm just
Chef?
gonna dump it. We're
Oh,
gonna
you're
use the
gonna
funnel
dump.
on this
All
one.
right.
Okay.
You go ahead.
No, I'm gonna dump it right here. Yeah.
You got it? All right.
Chef is loading up this big steel bowl, this big metal bowl, with liquid nitrogen. You can imagine what you're gonna do with this.
Ooh.
That's about filled up to about there, folks.
Spooky.
Just so you know, it's about there.
Okay, what we're gonna do now is Lou, go ahead and dump some popcorn in there.
Just dump popcorn in there.
Yeah, put a little bit in. Yeah, put like a quarter of it in there.
All right.
Okay, and Jackie, you're gonna take this and just kind of mix it up so it all gets
You're mixing up the
Just keep-
popcorn with liquid nitrogen.
right.
And this won't have any effect on the popcorn besides just making it really cold?
Making it really cold.
Okay.
If you can see, I'm gonna tilt it a little bit here.
Tilt it. Go for it.
Go ahead and mix it. I'm tilting a little bit. Just be careful. Make sure you get just pushed down. If you want to have fun, you can actually do the same thing. Put just squirt whipped cream in there. It freezes. Put it on a plate and put some warm apple like pie mixture on it.
Ooh, that sounds good.
So it kind of like a little molten lava,
Yeah.
and then you get the coolness from that
That's
too.
so weird.
And there's cocktails you can make with liquid. There's a lot of dishes.
Is this making the popcorn soggy at all?
No, not at all.
It's not making it soggy.
All right, let's go ahead. Lou, why don't you hold it?
Scoop some out.
Yeah, put it in a cup.
Make some treats.
Okay.
Smoking
it's hard
Jackie,
as a
go ahead and
rock.
try some.
Okay, how much time? I'll take my glove off here.
You gonna eat it? Zoom in on her face, Scott. That is awesome.
Really tasty.
Let's do some more here.
Okay, let's get some more.
Like mad like
You see
bull.
why we like to invite Chef over to our parties? Because he always has some cool things to do.
Fun.
Oh, that is cool.
So we want to remind everybody to please leave this to adults, leave it to people who know what they're
Yeah, leave
doing.
it
But
to
what
us.
a fun treat.
Leave it to us.
You have your own little fireworks in your mouth this 4th of July.
Feel like Chevy Chase.
Now, how long will this last?
As soon as it stops. Excuse me.
That is fun. You do this at party? Yes, he does. He's not going to
really
answer
good.
the question. So there you have it, folks. How to make smoking good
amazing.
popcorn with Chef Wolf. That is great. Again, thank you so much, Chef, for coming over. Happy 4th of July to
Thank you.
and to
Yeah,
all
thank
the
you for
men
everything
and
you
women
do.
that are serving our
Appreciate it.
country on this
is really
4th of
good.
July. Thank you so very much.
some
If
more
nothing else,
sweet
folks,
popcorn.
on this 4th of July, find someone who is either serving or has served and simply walk up to them and do this. Say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service.
And I need some smoking popcorn.
We will be right back. I'm going to get some more popcorn.
That was so good.
This is CW Iowa Live. Smoking.